Hello and welcome to the Non-Perfect Parents Club podcast. I'm Emma, a mama of 2 girls, an ex-nursery practitioner and the creator of the Non-Perfect Parents Club. The Non-Perfect Parents Club is all about support, honesty, truths, acknowledging that none of us can be perfect parents because it's impossible, and basically just speaking the unspoken. The only rule here is no judgment allowed. I love hearing people's stories. I love finding out about other parents, their family dynamics, their values and how they tick. So that is what this podcast is going to be. Some great honest conversations about parenting, hopefully delving into some nitty-gritty thoughts and feelings that will make us all laugh, cry and sigh a big sigh of relief. Hello and welcome to the Non-Perfect Parents Club podcast. Thank you for coming back. Now, today is half term, so I thought that we wouldn't be able to record a podcast, but instead I've managed to find 2 special guests to join me today. Now, I am joined by the Wildcat and Bunny, and I am going to ask them some questions. So, shall we make a start? Do you want to say hello, girls?
Hi. Hello.
Okay. So what's going to happen, I'm going to ask you some questions and I want you to answer them honestly and truthfully, okay? Do you think you can do that?
Yes.
Right, okay, let's get started. So number 1 is, now remember not to talk over each other, just answer one at a time, okay? What do you think the Non-Perfect Parents Club is and what is it about?
You.
Okay.
Don't know what else.
Okay. Wildcat?
I think that it's about like to help support parents.
Okay, good answer. Okay. Number 2. Tell us your favourite thing about your family.
I love them and my favourite thing about them is cuddles.
Oh, that's nice.
But I don't like kisses.
No, that's okay.
Probably the people in my family.
Okay. Right, number 3. How do you feel, now this might be a tricky question, how do you feel about me and Daddy as your parents?
Amazing.
Oh.
Um,
Remember to speak up then everybody can hear you. Do you think we're good, bad?
I think you're quite good.
Good. And what are we good or bad at?
I think you're good at washing up and cuddles.
Thank you.
I think
I
you're
said
good at,
cuddles too.
I think you're good at being parents.
What
in, like, your
are we good
own
at doing?
way.
Okay. What are we bad at?
You're bad at drawing.
Okay.
And Daddy's bad at your job.
Yeah.
Wait, he's also bad at washing up and ironing and doing all the things that you do.
Well, he's not necessarily bad at them, is he? He doesn't do them, does he? And
But I tell you what, he is bad at
Go on.
drawing too.
do you think?
Yeah,
Really?
Oh. I thought Daddy was good at drawing.
he's pretty bad.
Is he? Go on, what do you think we're good and bad at, Wildcat?
I'm not quite sure what to say for what you're bad at.
It's okay, you're not going to offend us, it's fine to say.
I'm not quite sure.
Not quite sure.
What does offended mean?
It won't upset me. I
Oh.
can take it. What would you change about us? If there was something you could change about us, what would you change?
Change you to say that we could have a yesterday.
I knew that was coming. That's okay if you can't think of anything. Right. Is there anything in your life that you would change?
I would change Daddy to do the washing up and
right.
everything and job that he doesn't do.
And why
So
would
does
you
it.
do that?
Because he always sits and does his stupid little game. He has this like tennis ball playing
He's
game.
got it.
Yeah,
Playing
he plays a
tennis.
tennis game on his phone, doesn't he?
Yeah.
What about anything else? Is there anything else that you would change? If there was something, I don't know.
I would change you to saying yes instead of no.
Okay. What things would you want me to say yes to?
Having whatever I want.
Okay.
So if I changed you, then you would say yes.
Yeah, so I would just say yes all the time and I'd
Yeah.
never say no.
Yeah.
Okay.
That doesn't sound too good.
What do you think would happen if we did that?
I would be much happier.
Okay. Right, Wildcat. What is there anything in your life that you would change?
That looks like Jenny.
I'd probably change myself being so shy.
Okay. That's
And,
something
make
that
me a bit more confident.
yeah, well that comes as you get older sometimes, doesn't it? You remember me and Daddy were shy when we were your age, and do you think I'm shy now?
No,
Do you not?
not really.
No,
No.
well
I'm
sometimes
never
I feel
shy.
shy. You're,
I'm always shy, but when I go to new things, I always make friends.
yeah, you're good at making friends, aren't you? But there's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with being shy. It just makes it hard sometimes,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Okay, so what do you think is most important in a family? Not necessarily our family. What do you think is the most important thing in our family?
Like in Lily's family, if people come round, to their house, they take good care of us.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so taking care of each other. Yeah, okay. What do you think's what was the question again? Yeah, what do you think is most important in a family?
Being there for each other.
Yeah, that's really good. Anything else?
Them giving us fizzy water.
Okay. Do you think we do those things in our family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not the fizzy water.
Well, yeah, maybe not fizzy water. Okay. Now then, what is the hardest thing about being a family?
That we have to take care of babies. That's hard.
Yeah,
Because
so like
they take the stuff that we don't want them to take. We try to say no to them, but they just still do it.
yeah, so like do you mean like babies in the family? So like
Yeah,
we've
that's
got
hard.
friends and cousins that are babies, haven't
Yeah.
That's hard.
we? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. What do you think is the hardest thing about being a family? I mean, there's probably lots of things you could say, isn't there? But
I'm not too sure.
I'm not sure. What about, now I'm just giving this suggestion because this is something that happens all the time in our family, is you two argue and fight, don't you? So is it hard having a sister or maybe a brother? We don't know about having a brother, do we? But
It's hard about having her.
yeah. What's hard about being sisters?
Because this always keeps doing something when I say to stop, but she keeps doing it. And sometimes when she had a song on, it wasn't a song, it was the Jack Skellington song.
Yeah.
And she went behind me and went to the side and said, stop Wildcat. And then she went off to dance again. Then she did it again, and I asked her to stop, but she didn't.
Okay,
stop.
so it's sometimes hard to listen to each other, isn't it? And sometimes you want different things and it's hard to kind of compromise, isn't it?
I think that like age gaps sort of don't help that much because like if you're older, the younger ones will want to do what you're doing, want what you've got,
and that can be a bit annoying, can't it? It's hard being the oldest one in the family, isn't it? But the other thing is just to think about, it might feel like the age gap makes it hard, but just think if there was a smaller age gap, that would probably also be hard because
we'd probably be doing similar things.
Yeah, so just as an example, you look at your cousins who have got a smaller age gap, and the baby wants to be doing the same as the older one, doesn't she? And there's not as much of a big age gap, so I think, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I think something to think about. Sometimes it feels like that, but it doesn't always matter what age gap there is. But that was a good answer. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else that's hard about being a family?
No.
Okay. And then we're on the last question already. What would you change in the world, as in for everybody in the world, to make them happier in their lives?
So
what do you think you could change, if there was something you could change to make everybody in the world happy?
Everyone jump at the same time as someone did.
Everybody what?
Jump at the same time. Like if Daddy trumped, and then everyone else trumped at the same time in the whole world in every country.
That is
how would that make them happy? Are you thinking that would make everybody laugh or
laugh?
How would that make everybody happy?
Because I don't know, but I thought you meant laugh instead
That's
of happy.
okay.
But everyone would laugh every time they trumped, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it'd be like one giant trump, wouldn't it?
And it would stink. Imagine if it was as stinky as Daddy's trumps.
Yeah. Right, well, shall we maybe not talk about trumps on here?
Okay.
You have a think of if there's something else you'd change. What about you, Wildcat?
Wait.
Okay.
I've got another one.
Is it a sensible one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would change everyone to have a yes day in the world.
Okay. Would that make parents happy, do you think, or would it just make children happy?
Kids.
What about parents getting a yes day? That would be a good. We've not thought of that one.
Oh no.
So imagine parents having a yes day. I think that's a winner there. So maybe parents should have a yes day instead of the children. Go on then, Wildcat. What would you change in the world, as in for everyone? What do you think would make people happier?
I'm not.
Well, what makes you happy?
I know what makes me happy.
Go on then. What makes you happy? Sensible, not silly answers.
Bunny likes that you give me cuddles.
Bunny likes what?
That you give me cuddles.
Yeah. Okay. Right, come on, Wildcat. What? Come on, you should be able to think of something, I reckon.
What makes me feel happy is that you give me cuddles.
No, you like your cuddles, don't you?
Yeah. I like you and Daddy cuddles and you and Daddy swings. Mm-hmm. Where we both hold hands and just swing
we swing you up in the air.
Yeah, that's fun.
Go on, what do you think would make people happier? What do you think makes people happy? What do you think makes people sad?
Being alone.
Okay.
I know.
So what could you do to make them happier? What could you change? Not sure?
I'm not sure.
No, that's okay.
Wait,
Something to think about.
I know what
come
to
on,
make,
menu.
And I know what to make them sad.
We don't want to make people sad, though, do we?
No, I know how. I
Alright.
mean, I know how they can get sad.
Okay.
Somebody running up like this
Yeah.
and saying, "You're you look weird. You look
Yeah.
bad."
That's not kind, is it?
I'm running away.
Yeah, and that would make them sad, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. So we don't do things like that, do
No.
we? No. Okay, so that was all the questions that I wanted to ask you. On a final note, I've just thought of something else.
Yeah.
Would you give our listeners one piece of advice on let me think how to word this. One piece of advice for being happy in your family.
What does advice mean?
Or so like something helpful that they could do, or maybe
I know.
or maybe something that you could tell parents everywhere that would be good for them to do with their children.
Going on an adventure day out the back.
Yeah, okay, so we sometimes go on adventure days, don't we? And we pack up a bag with snacks in or dinner, and we just set off walking, don't we?
Yeah.
And we see where the day takes us, don't we? So you like doing that?
Yeah, like we did when we lived in Morecambe.
Yeah, and you would recommend that to other parents to do with their children because it made you happy?
Yeah.
Brilliant. What about you, Wildcat? What is there a piece of advice that you'd give to people, or something that you'd tell parents that they could do with their children, or something that they could say that would help their children, or anything like that?
Sis.
Yes, sis is
Wildcat.
fine. It's okay to say sis.
Sis.
Yeah.
Why can you not think of anything
Well, it's
to say?
it's sometimes hard to think of stuff on the spot, isn't it? And I think she's gone a bit shy, haven't you?
I'm not shy.
We know you're not shy, we can tell. Go on. Think of, there must be something. If there was something you could say to me that I could do better, or something that you could tell another parent, what would it be? Don't put her off. Come on.
I'm hungry.
Okay, well, we're nearly finished now.
Can I get something to eat?
In a minute, yeah.
Okay.
No, can't think of anything. Okay, well, I'll leave you with that thought, and we can maybe I can write it in the comments if you think of something. Yeah, okay. Thank you everyone to listening to our special episode today with my guests Wildcat and Bunny. We are now have our podcast available on Apple, Spotify and Amazon, where you can subscribe. Subscribing really helps, so if you can do that, that would be amazing. And if you've enjoyed listening today, please let us know. The girls would love to hear people's comments, I'm sure.
Bye.
We will be back with another episode next Monday. Yeah, thank you all for listening. You gonna say bye, girls?
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.